It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. NERDSoul. LeIllKid at OneYoungsta holding it down, breathe that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we're coming with another wonderful episode of On Screen. Now we got a show. We in space. We trying to do the best we can. But there's red angels all over the place, you know, messing up time, history. We don't know whether they're helping, they're hurting. We got brothers and sisters fighting each other. We got people in all kinds of different sections of the government doing things. And we just trying to make it out of Star Trek Discovery. And this is the episode where we get to see that Aram is, you know, how she got hacked, why she got hacked, and what's going on, and how we end up stopping what the Red Angel wanted us to stop. And who knows, we are clear for something brand new after this episode. But, you know what I'm saying? You know there's more there. You know there's something else coming. You know, you can't sit there and think that it's gonna be all good. Just because we know Aram got hacked, oh no. See, Aram, not only did she get hacked, but we get to see her memories and what she has to do with her memories at the end of each week. I believe she said it's a weekly thing. And they draw us in closer into her psyche, into her mind, and how, you know, how she processes her thoughts, feelings, emotions, all that stuff. And I was wondering why, and I should have known. They're gonna take her out. But with them doing this, we got to see one of maybe the best moments of the crew in this show, which is one of her memories where she's at like the lunch table and they're all laughing and having a good time and just, you know, kind of like unwinding and decompressing. And I love that because it shows, I've talked about the crew a lot because of course the bridge crew is who we get to learn. If we don't know these people, we don't like these people, the show's probably not gonna last because we gotta be invested in who these folks is. So with that said, man, I really enjoyed that. There was something about that small piece, that small memory that just really sucked me in to this, yo, the bridge, like I said, have become a family, and I love that. You know, Tilly and her, the way Tilly is able to like light up people's lives due to her naivete and silliness is something that this bridge needs. You know what? I'm gonna call it right now. Tilly is kind of like, Tilly is the spirit of Discovery. Stamets is like the, you know, Stamets is like the stern uncle. Michael is like the adventurous sister or something. But Tilly is the free spirit that makes everybody giggle and laugh when they don't want to. And I like that. Now back to Aram, seeing her deal with being hacked and trying to control being hacked was something that kind of became hurtful as the episode went along. At first, we all thought like, oh, she got hacked, but you know, she's kind of like part of this, or she's kind of feeling it. And you could see that it was almost situations where it was like Jekyll and Hyde, where she would lose time and be like, oh, what, hold up, where was I? Kind of thing. And I like them doing that to display like how it's happening, how she's getting hacked. And then we find out why later on. And I'll touch on that in a second, but we're gonna slide her to the side just for a second. Because I did want to talk about the Admiral before the break. Seeing the Admiral in this situation where she's essentially on the run too, goes a long way to show where the Federation is right now. If the Admiral has to hide from people, if the Admiral can't go into anyone but the Discovery, then you know that the Federation, it ain't all good right now. You know what I mean? We did just have a war recently. We are just licking our wounds from that, getting over from that. It seems like the Federation they're still trying to pick up their pieces and figure out why and what they're gonna do and how they're going to behave as a force, you know, and maybe not a force like a fighting force, but how they're gonna behave as a unit, you know, around the galaxy and, you know, the known universe, and how this is going to affect them. Because Admiral, you'd assume, wouldn't have to kind of sneak away to the Discovery. You'd be like, oh, well, you know, she could go to like a higher power and talk to someone else. You know, it seemed like she was like, y'all all I got. And when you in a situation like that, y'all, you need to check your things because, you know, Federation ain't all good. And with that said, I loved her statement to Pike about himself, about his values, about his virtue, and knowing that he would always do the right thing no matter what. And he would always stick to being the better of Federation, better of Starfleet, and not kind of like that Section 31 mess, which we will get to after the break. But I like not only the largest parts, it's not only Aaron figuring out what it was with her, figuring out her memories and deep diving into how she deals with her thoughts, emotions, memories, all that, but also the relationship between the Admiral and Pike and their relationship towards Starfleet and how they feel about Starfleet. I think went a long way to show where this show is going and how this show will be displayed for the coming episodes and maybe coming seasons as well. But, you know, we're going to slide that to the side because we got other stuff to get to after the break. We got Spock here, we got Ash here, and we got some weird computer that's just going straight murder bot on everybody. But first, KURO Brand going to help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, check that link below, hat, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. And once you find something you like, of course, cop it. So let's get into one thing that I thought was funny. Stamets and Spock going back and forth, hilarious. They both have a very interesting personality alone, but putting them together and seeing those personalities clash, I thought was great for the show, great for us to watch it. It was just interesting in general. But sticking with Spock, seeing him in his relationship with Michael, talking about logic, talking about where, you know, the decisions that they're making, talking about whether his mental state is correct, going and playing chess with each other. The things that they reveal while they're going back and forth is some great dialogue and some great acting and some great, there was some fire in that scene where you could tell they were not bobbing, you know what I'm saying? Spock and Burnham ain't there right now. And you know, talking about how she was adopted and just these slight statements like, yo, we ain't cool, you know, I ain't down with her, and things like that let us know that Spock is not over this. Spock's not letting it go. And Spock's not going to let Michael off the hook either, because I think Michael would like to say, Spock, I'm sorry for everything I did to you. I would never do it again. And I was so wrong. I was a child. And he would be like, you're right. You're right, Michael. And I forgive you. And let's hug. I think that's what Michael wants. Spock ain't giving that. Spock is like, yo, I looked up to you. I loved you. I you know, admired you, you know, and I was someone who was half Vulcan, half human. And I saw you as someone who I could cling on to, you know, psychologically, cling on to emotionally, and have someone that I can relate to, someone who could go through my childhood and reach adulthood together with someone who could understand me. And she sort of robbed him of that. And him breaking her down about always putting everything on her shoulder meant a lot to me. I like that because, you know, everybody has their thing, and hers is she wants to take a lot of responsibility that isn't always hers. And sometimes it's like, look, you have to let things be so that you can be the best that you can be. So I love that stuff with Spock. But you know what? We got to slide it out the way because we got a murder bot. And this is the last thing I'll touch on. So when Starfleet was planning out their super smart computer, they didn't have me around because I would have been like, look, don't make a smart computer, because what's going to happen is going to get smarter and smarter. And then it's going to be like, yo, I know better than everybody, and I'm going to kill everybody. Because that's what, yo, man, if they had me, I'd have been like, look, I've seen tons of robot stuff. All right. Either one or two things will happen. You're going to get Terminator or the Matrix. And both of them are bad for humans. But anyway, bottom line is they didn't have me. They didn't ask me. But look, I'm just saying, Starfleet, holla at a player. All right. Now, I'm not sure I want to go into space like that, but I can give y'all advice from Earth. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, yo, we want to make a super smart robot. It's smarter than all of us. I'd be like, but don't do it though. Because everybody thinks when we make a super smart robot, we're going to get R2-D2. No, you're going to get the T-1000. That's what's going to happen, man. You're going to get the T-1000. It's going to be bad. All right, slide that out the way. They got a robot and they were like, yo, we got this AI, we put it together, it helps us, make decisions, we feed it information and all of that jazz, and it helps us during our military campaigns and decide what to do here and there, and it sounds like a great idea. Now all the spear stuff that we got, all that information, the AI like, I want some of that. Oh, I want that, because if I get that, I don't need nobody help. Matter of fact, if I get that, I can do what I want. Matter of fact, if I get that, I can kill everybody. And we see when we go up to the Section 31 headquarters, which is supposed to be completely shut down, it's a black site, we see mines everywhere. And that navigation through the mines, cutting the ship, shaking the ship, blowing up the ship, is cool on its own, right? Dope on its own. Already cool. They try to navigate, call out different, patterns and moving the ship and everything. Even though I wish that the Discovery moved a little bit faster, but look, don't worry about that. Look, I wish it would have swooped and swished a little bit quicker, but that's not important. Seeing them go through that and finally get onto the base and finding out that everyone's dead shows exactly what an AI does when it gets that smart. And with the AI having a hold of Aram and being her kind of like physical proxy, attacking Michael, attacking, I can't forget the other young lady, I truly apologize, the lady with the breather things, attacking both of them shows how dangerous it can be. Like, she was hacking her over, I don't know, Wi-Fi or something and making her do all kinds of evil things to the point where they had to throw her out the airlock. But we learned so much. We learned that this thing, and I hope that the implications are far reaching, because who knows how long this AI has been running on this base without any human there. We don't know, of course they were like, these people are dead, days or whatever, but who knows how long this AI has been planning this and plotting this and kind of like messing with the Federation on the things that they do. We'll probably never know. And if the AI is this smart, could the AI have downloaded itself somewhere else, like some Ultron stuff? Now, I know there's Avengers, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying it could happen. Why not? And I mean, that could be something that could be cool to see in another form, like later on, like maybe sometime next season, see that, put like a kernel of information onto this drive, or snuck it in this ship that's, just floating around and it's still alive somewhere. So that could be cool to have a long-term villain. But I think that what we got here is we got Stamets tripping. We got Spock, he still ain't happy. Michael Burnham, she in the middle of the air. She had to, knock your girl Aram out. She had to, deal with her brother and deal with coming back to Tilly. You got Pike. He's kind of at a loss for words now, seeing what we've come to. But we've got Spock, who hopefully should be hopeful, because, we've kind of averted what the Red Angel, I believe, was telling us to avert. So what's next? You tell me down in them comments. Let's talk about it. Star Trek Discovery is still my future flavor. # on fleet. Loving this thing. So until next time, I'm gonna tell you guys to hit up thatnerdsoul.com. That's right. Check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. Don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, the best way to navigate any type of minefield is to have Michael Burnham and Captain Pike holding you down. Peace.